Johnson here, and in this video I'm going to be bringing in Adronis, and Adronis is going to be talking about communicating with nature, specifically the plants and the animals. So this is going to be kind of like a how-to video for all of you who have wanted to know how you can communicate with nature. Adronis is going to explain a couple of different techniques that people can use based upon how they're personally calibrated. So Adronis is going to go a little bit deeper into this. So when you have a chance, you can try this out. Going outside and talking to a tree, talking to the grass, talking to the animals. Adronis is going to specify more information regarding to this. So I will go ahead now and bring Adronis through, and we'll see what comes through. Here we go. Soul Star Canis Major Adronis. We are here at this time, and we bid you greetings, and thank you very much for the opportunity of this interaction today. I am Adronis of Sirius, sending love, appreciation, and gratitude to all who are tuning in to this broadcast being brought forward through your internet collective consciousness. We have been asked by the conduit to share information relating to how one can communicate with nature. Now, firstly, understand that when human beings came upon the planet, this was the idea of the confirmation that your own planet was moving into a third density reality. That before the idea of mankind, that the idea of any other particular type of human or humanoid race graced the presence of the surface of your planet, the idea is that your world was indeed second density. And through the idea of a second density kingdom came the idea of nature, animals working together in unison, working together to assist in the well-being of the planet. When mankind dawned their arrival upon your world, the plants and animal kingdoms, representing that of the second density matrix, gave a particular type of natural vow, not through words, but through the idea in that sense of natural understanding, as it was coherently understood through the Earth collective consciousness. This particular natural vow was that we will exist to serve man. Therefore, the idea of your animals, the idea of your nature, is that they are what you would know as the true librarians. They are what you would know as the true doctors. They are what you would know as the true philosophers when it comes to accessing information in regards to your world. The understanding pertaining to the human race in correlation with the animal race, with the plant race, were all meant to have equal forms of communication. It was never of the idea of feeling that you are incapable of communicating with your plants and with your animals. Every single animal on your planet has the capability to coherently communicate with you. Every particular type of plant and vegetation upon your planet has the ability to coherently communicate with you. Even if we were to look at the first density, to looking in the idea of the elements of nature are also coherent in communicating with you. But Adronis, how do we communicate with the animals? How do we communicate with the plants? How do we communicate with the elements? There seems to be a lot of confusion. They don't speak our language. Your languages, when it comes to the idea of vocality, are a man-made creation. Believe us when we say that when you're looking at first and second density life, they were never meant to express themselves vocally. It is in that sense, not to veer too much off track here, but many other particular forms of humanoid races do not actually use their vocal cords for the sharing of interpretation of information through the idea of vocalized language. Everything in regards to appropriate communication comes through two particular factors. Number one, visualization. Number two, feeling. That's it. So, when you look in the idea of visualizing your communication together with your fellow friendly tree in your backyard or in your own central park, etc., begin your conversation by sharing visually what it is that you wish to share. Well, Adronis, what if I feel that I can communicate very well verbally? Then go ahead. If you feel that you are able to communicate verbally and share your particular form of feelings, your thoughts, together with a tree in that way, go ahead and do so, but also visualize what you're saying to the tree. Now, understand that if we're looking at the example of the tree here, the tree is a natural doctor as well. Basically, what this means is that the tree can actually communicate back with you to actually assist in the relief of any particular types of ailments, be them physical, be them emotional, be them mental. They are also able to function as what you would know as recharge stations. Now, some of you may already be aware of this. For those of you who don't or aren't aware of this, then again, this is exactly how trees can function. The trees themselves are, again, natural recharge stations in that way that represent energetic assistance. And so, being able to communicate your intentions through a tree by, yes, if you wish, vocalizing it, but also remembering to visualize what it is that you are saying and sharing that together with the tree. Being able to, again, convey your feelings towards the tree. Now, you may want to do this if this is in that sense a first time for you. You may want to look into conveying this information for approximately 10 to 15 minutes. Understand that, again, your vocal communication is not the appropriate operating system that represents communication to the tree. If all you're going to do is just talk to the tree without any particular type of noticeable feeling or any particular type of visualization, the tree may not get it in that particular way. You are, in that sense, somewhat speaking gibberish. But again, it's not to say that there won't be some type of understanding. But the convenience of communicating visually, the convenience of communicating through feeling, is what is highly receptive to that particular tree. And here's the thing. If you decide to have that tree to function together as a recharge station in that particular way, as your own medical practitioner in that particular way, that tree will never forget you. This will basically be the idea that your communication with that particular tree only needs to happen one time. So, if you basically, for example, have a favorite oak tree that exists in your central park, and you go to that oak tree every single day on your lunch break because you've already communicated with that tree the day before, that tree will continuously service you. They will continue to work together with you. They will remember you. Sounds exciting, doesn't it? So, our recommendation is go out and make friends with a tree. Now, the same applies in regards to your grass or to shrubs or to bushes, etc. The same thing applies. Being able to lay down upon the grass. Perhaps you may have a patch of grass that you may feel in that sense is very comfortable. And now you are actually communicating with a community of life. And that's what the grass represents. So you may have a favorite patch of grass that you are laying down on, and as you're laying down upon the grass, communicate with the grass. Start rubbing the blades of grass and telling them exactly what your intention will be. That you would like to have energetic work done, healing done. In exchange, you may also feel that all you really have to do is pet the grass. The grass absolutely adores it when human feet and the human body lays upon it. It is in heaven when it does that. Grass is here to be embraced, to be felt. And so when you are able to do this, the grass will reciprocate in saying, oh my goodness, this lovely human being is with me, is present with me, is sharing their space, is caressing me. I am in heaven. In exchange, equivalent exchange, I will go ahead and I will send them energies of the earth that will purify them. Again, give yourself approximately 10 to 15 or even 20 minutes to allow your communication to happen with the grass as you lay down upon the grass. So again, you may feel that, well, Adronis, maybe I'm not too much of a visual person. Do what you can. Be able to simplify that aspect. Now also understand that symbology is also an appropriate type of visualization because symbology carries information. So you may feel that if you are looking for a healing, you may start to feel that your body represents a blue orb of light, because the blue orb of light that you are able to visualize within your mind is how you see your body becoming healed. The tree, the grass, the bushes, the shrubs, etc. will understand this, as long as you give them approximately 10 to 20 minutes of your time, visualizing and convincing the idea through yourself that this feeling can therefore be projected. So you are convincing them that this is the feeling that I want to receive in regards to this. In exchange, I will come by with a fresh cup of water and I will water your roots. Again, equivalent exchange. It may just be the idea that the tree just enjoys your company. Now, Adronis, how is it possible that we will actually be able to notice when they communicate back, when you feel different? So the key to this is emptying your mind of thoughts. No more different than what you would understand as a channeling state, or again, communicating in the idea where you are in a state of serenity and allowing the tree, the grass, the shrubs, the bushes, etc. to share this love together with you. When you feel different, again, it will come. It will arrive. You will notice that there is a change within yourself. You may notice that your back may not be as cramped up as it was before. You may notice that a headache have gone away. You may notice that a neck pain has ceased. You may notice that you're starting to feel a great deal better emotionally. These are all signs of confirmed communication between yourself and your loving allies, Mother Nature. Well, Adronis, how does this work for animals? Well, animals themselves can apply the same form, as again, they are a little bit more dynamic relating to the idea of nature, whereas nature in that sense is practically sitting still with the trees, the grasses, the shrubs, etc. The animals themselves, in many ways, can adapt to you. So when you have that delightful new puppy that you want to communicate with, just send him the continual form of visualization and feeling behind what it is you want to communicate. If you decide that there is a training regimen that you wish to align to, simply see visualization within your mind that represents a particular aspect that the two of you can share together with. So you may visualize a ball within your mind. This, therefore, represents the symbolism that you are telling your puppy that you want to play with him or her. And then he or she will respond in kind. Again, giving them about 10 to 20 minutes to take in the visualization and the feeling behind it. So if you want to play with your new puppy, you want to be able to convey that feeling. I want to play. This is how excited I am when I want to play with you. This is the ball that I see in my mind that we'll be able to play fetch together, for example. Again, as you continue to communicate that with the puppy for approximately 10 to 20 minutes, and again, you will notice that as you do this day by day by day, just by visualizing that particular form of image and emitting that particular type of feeling, the puppy will be ready to play with you right away. This is how animals communicate. They, again, will convey certain feelings to you. Again, what it requires is for you to clear your mind. before engaging in conversation together with nature, before engaging in conversation together with your animals, clear your mind. Keep yourself in a state of center. This is how you are going to notice that you will become the most receptive. Now, animals themselves can do very much similar what nature can do in certain ways. They have another way of, in that sense, performing healing. Many animals have the ability of play. Their ability to play with you is the idea of their healing in that particular way, is also the idea of how they communicate and how they appreciate and how much they love you. So again, as many of you animal fanatics in that way are already aware that again, through play, that through the idea of the specific barks, or again, if it's a cat, a certain meow or purring in that particular way, are again effective demonstrations of this communication. So, whatever particular animal it may be a fish. You can do the same thing with a fish. It can be an insect. You can do the same thing with an insect. It can be a spider. You can do the same thing with a spider. Whatever it may be, they all have the ability to communicate with you because they all have the natural vow. We have vowed to service man. That's why they're here. And that's what you're capable of, in that sense, indulging yourself into how nature itself is the natural pharmaceutical. It is the natural healer. You will discover that your own magic or psychedelic mushrooms are what you would consider to be the most effective doctors on your planet. Because when you communicate with an idea of a psychedelic, of a magic mushroom in that way, they will repair you in such great ways beyond anything you can imagine. They repair DNA. They repair synapses. They repair neurology within your mind. They reverse the aging process. They can. It certainly has that opportunity to do so. There are many things that they can do if you are willing to communicate with them. So those of you in that sense who have your psychedelic journeys are all basically going through a state of rewiring. And again, this is you communicating together with nature. Talk to your mushrooms. Talk to everything that you know naturally, organically, can assist you. Talk to your food. Communicate with your food before you eat it. And reprogram that energy of your food to allow yourself to be in great health. Again, we are talking about natural, organic food. We're not talking about anything processed here. We're not talking about your McDonald's cheeseburgers in a way. We're looking more so into the idea of actually bringing about organic food, fresh from the garden in that particular way, fresh from the idea of bringing it into your house and being able to share that communication with that as well too. That will assist in the harmonization, in the rejuvenation, in the longevity, in the enhancement of yourself. So, to recap here, all that is required: clear your mind, visualize, intend your feelings to animals and to nature. As you do this, you will notice a radical change within your life. Mother Earth will now start communicating with you on a much larger level because you will be adaptive to feeling the feelings that they are conveying to you after you walk past your favorite bush, after you walk past your tree. When you greet your animals in the morning, you will know exactly what they're feeling, and you will sense that, and you can again convey your appreciation to them as well. Everybody, and we mean every single human being on this planet, has the capability to communicate with their environment, to communicate with their nature, to communicate with their plants, to communicate with their animals. Everything has consciousness. And again, it's all part of the 3 key fundamental. Clear your mind, visualize, feel. The more that you can do that, the more that the world will communicate with you, and you will understand on a greater level that you are never ever alone. We thank you very much for the opportunity of this interaction today. I am Adronis of Sirius, sending love, appreciation, and gratitude to all of you. Thank you again. Farewell for this timing, and we now return to the conduit. We will speak to you again, as now is forever, and all is one. Goodbye. All right, wonderful video. So again, feel free to check out realitywhisperer.com, private sessions with Adronis, and a lot more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you again soon. Namaste, and may it be well with you. Goodbye.